Conservatives still love to say, like, those crazy postmodern neo-Marxists. They become basically buzzwords, much like woke or even the term based, where if you ask 100 people to define these terms, you'll get 100 different answers. But like, what is this? Like, why does this matter? Like, why do the words, these type of words, they become so meaningless yet symbolic, and they're reliant on being vague, right? But the postmodern conservative, which I don't think they actually realize they are, they survive on this vagueness of these terms. So the postmodern conservative sells nostalgia in a way. That's even just a conservative idea. And it offers a myth of this kind of stolen past. We were once great, but then this happened. That type of narrative. And what does the modern conservative storyline require? I think it requires an endless reenactment of victimhood. So the bigger example is, let's say Trump pushing the executive order that allows government to patrol or kind of do their version of government ordained cancel culture, if you express anti-capitalist and anti-Christian values. That's the new thing. They're positioning themselves as victims that need to be protected. And Matthew McManus calls this new conservative a pastiche identity, that you can put under the umbrella of like nationalist, Christian, anti-globalist, capitalist. These are contradictory pieces held together by some strong resentment. So you distract these groups. To keep them together, you distract them with a vague, shifting enemy that they claim is making them a victim. So they claim they are attacked by the neo-Marxist, trans people, liberals, elites, globalists, radical leftists. More vague terms that they probably can't define. It becomes an incoherent ideology in a sense, but that doesn't really matter because coherence isn't what's being sold, really. It's this idea of belonging and a story for their pain. So it's like they're like a jealous partner trying to keep some moral ledger, but they don't explain the rules or morals of their ledger. And then they use it to help them manipulate themselves into believing someone else took their enjoyment. They do not care about truth is one of the points. They care about retribution for something they feel is lost or has been taken. So the lie becomes necessary. The contradiction becomes necessary because without that lie, their sense of loss, their sense of suffering would cease to have meaning, and then they would also cease to feel like they exist.